Hi gymnasts, my name is Skittles and this is Dino. I'm super excited to be teaching your level 2 and up class. Teaching from my home to yours is a little bit different because usually we would be in the gymnastics room, but we can still have fun with gymnastics from home. Before we get started, let's all go wash our hands with my friend String Bean.
How's it going, everybody? My name is JJ, also known as String Bean, and this is my first video that I'm making for Kid Spirit during this time where we can't meet with you guys in person. I know this is different than what you're used to. I'd much rather be at Kid Spirit doing these activities with you guys, but until then, I'm just excited that we can make them. You'll have them at home, you can watch them with your parents, whatever. You'll have these videos and we can still do the fun activities. That's the important part. So for my first video, we're going to be talking about something that's very important, and that is washing your hands. I know there's a lot of videos out right now that do songs. We're going to do a couple songs here in a minute. But before we do our songs, I want to make sure that we understand why we're washing our hands. We understand how to wash our hands the correct way, and we understand how long to wash our hands. Number one, why do we wash our hands? Our hands are the gateway to everything that we touch, right? If we're going to eat, I'm going to be picking up that sandwich with my hand. If I'm going to take a drink, I'm picking it up with my hand. If I got to shut the door, I'm touching the door handle with my hand. And because it touches so many surfaces, we need to make sure that our hands are clean so that we don't spread our germs to other people, or that other people don't pick up our germs when we touch things. Number two, how do you wash your hands the correct way? Is there a correct way? And the answer is yes. Your hands, although they might not be that big, have a lot of places where germs can hang out because they're so small. So when you're washing your hands, we can't just focus on your palms. We also have to make sure that we get the tops and we get the bottoms of our hands. We need to make sure that we get in between our fingers because germs can hang out in the little tiny cracks in there. So get in between your fingers, rub them real good. Also, we need to make sure that we're getting around our thumbs, right? Just like when you get in the shower and you gotta wash behind your ears, and you can't forget that, is we can't forget to go behind our thumbs. All parts of our hands, even including our fingernails. If you have long fingernails, you need to make sure that you try to scrub underneath that to get all the germs off. Number three, how long do we wash our hands for? We're going to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. That means you can do it 20 seconds or more. 20 seconds has been shown through research to get the majority of germs off of your hands. Any less than that, you might miss the ones that are hiding in the little tiny parts of your hand, but 20 seconds is that minimum amount that you should do. Alright, now that we've talked about a little bit why, and you understand why we're washing our hands and how to do it the correct way, we're going to practice by doing a couple of songs. Again, this is my first video, so bear with me. I'm going to change the camera angle. I'm going to try to put it on the counter so you can see into the sink a little bit better. But let's do some songs and practice washing our hands. First song we're going to do is to the tune of Here We Go Around the Mulberry Bush. If you're not familiar with that song, I'm sure you'll know the tune. But before we start, get those hands wet. Okay, get our soap ready. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. This is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands before we eat our food. Tops and bottoms in between, around our thumbs, now they're clean. Tops and bottoms around the thumb, don't forget between. So now that the song is over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my paper towel, I'm going to dry my hands off, and then I'm going to use the paper towel to turn the water off so I don't get any germs from the faucet. But that way you're totally clean. We used a little amount of water as we could, but everything's still clean. We did 20 seconds. Nice job.
Thanks, String Bean, for that super fun hand washing video. Now it's time for us to warm up. You can warm up in your house or outside like me, as long as you have closed-toed shoes on. For warm up, we're not going to do a game. We are just going to do a standard level 2-3 warm up. We're going to start with running. You can run in place or you can run in a small circle. Ready? Let's get started. Make sure to breathe while you're running and pump your arms. And now let's skip. Get those knees super high. And we'll do Releve Walks. Our arms should be up high and our legs should be nice and straight. Take this as a chance to breathe. And we'll do some step kicks. Try to get that leg up as high as you can while keeping your bottom leg straight. And now we'll do some bear crawls. Legs nice and straight on those bear crawls. And we'll do some high knees. High knees are just like running, but you bring your knees up really high. And now we'll jog. And walk. Do some deep breathing. And last one, we're gonna do some butt kickers. They're just like what they sound like. Running, and you bring your feet high up in the back and kick your bottom. And jog. And walk. Before you start your class, make sure to get a nice drink of water.
Thanks LilyPad for leading warm up. Hi everyone, my name is Skittles and I'm going to be leading you through some stretches. Today you don't need any equipment, but it would be nice to do your stretches on either a yoga mat or a carpeted surface so it doesn't hurt your knees. We're going to start in our pike and we're going to grab our toes and lift our heels up off the ground. If you can't reach your toes, I want you to reach as far as you can on your legs and flex your feet. Now we're going to point our toes and keeping our legs as straight as possible, we're going to get our nose all the way down to our knees. Now let's go into our straddle shape. We're going to reach way up high and reach to one foot. Reach way up high again and reach to the other foot. Reach up tall one more time and reach to the middle. Good job. Now we're going to go up on both knees to get ready for our split. We're going to put our favorite foot in front. Make sure it's straight without moving your foot. I want you to bend your leg and put both hands on your knee. Now let's straighten our leg, reach up and reach for our foot. And let's slide it as far down as we can into our split and hold. Good, let's switch legs. Other leg out in front. Don't move your foot, hands on your knee and bend it. Straighten your front leg, reach for your foot. And slide as low as you can go. Now let's do our straddle split. Both legs out to the side and go as low as you can go, trying to make sure that your body is in a straight line from one foot all the way to the other. So we don't want to lean too far forwards and we don't want to be leaning too far back.
In this kind of straddle, you don't want your knees to face the ceiling, you want your knees to face forwards. If you can go on your elbows.
And come out. Let's stretch our wrists and then we'll do a bridge. Hands normal, put them down on the ground, and we're gonna rock back and forth. Hands like this, and put them down. Rock back and forth again. And hands like this, put them down one last time and rock. Good job. Let's do our bridge. We're gonna get our legs in a tuck shape, lay on our back, put our elbows up to the ceiling, push up and hold for 5.
In your bridge, try and make sure your armpits are over your wrists.
And come down. Put one hand on each leg and we're gonna rock and roll. Today I'm gonna lead you through some conditioning. We're going to do some partner things and some contests. And since we're doing social distancing right now, I'm going to use my stuffed animal Dino. We're also going to be doing some handstands later in the video. So make sure that you have a safe area to do handstands. There shouldn't be any pictures on the walls and there shouldn't be any furniture around because you don't want to hit it. If your parents say it's okay, you should move furniture and make sure you have something soft underneath your head like a yoga mat. We're going to start with the partner push-ups. I'm going to have my dinosaur up against the wall. I'm going to go to my push-up shape, and after each push-up I do, I'm going to give my dinosaur a high five. So push-up, high five, push-up, high five, push-up, high five, push-up, high five, push-up, high five. One more, push-up, high five. Good job. Shake your arms out. Next, we're going to do a plank challenge. So I'm going to use my dinosaur as my partner, and I'm going to get him set up in his plank shape. You can try and get your parents or your siblings involved if you want to have a contest with them to see who can hold it the longest, or you could see if you could beat me or Dino. We're going to get into our plank shape and hold.
When you're in a plank position, make sure you have your back round and your hips flat. Your feet should be together and your head neutral, meaning it's not hanging down by your hands. Keep holding it.
Whew. Dino definitely beat me on that one. Next, we're going to do some hollow and arch holds, but we're going to kick our feet like we're in a pool when we hold them. So we're going to start laying on our back. We're going to lift our shoulders and our feet off the ground, and we're going to kick our feet starting off super slow and try going faster and faster and super fast. Go as fast as you can and relax. Now let's try it in an arch hold. We're going to lay on our stomachs, arms by our ears, feet together, and we're going to lift up tall, and we're going to kick our feet slow and go faster and faster and super duper fast as you can. And relax. One last thing is our handstand contest. So I'm going to continue to use Dino as my partner. He's going to do a headstand because his arms are a little bit short since he's a T-Rex. So he'll do a headstand. I'm going to do a handstand, and I'm going to walk my feet up the wall, and I'm not going to bring my hands all the way in. That way I can't fall over. So we're going to see who can hold it the longest. I'm going to put my hands down, walk my feet up after I tuck my shirt in, and hold.
When you are holding your handstand, you want to have your hips flat and ribs pulled in. Try to pinch your ears with your shoulders and peek for your fingers, but don't stick your head out. Great handstand.
Oh, man, Dinosaur beat me again. I'm going to lead you through some lines and floor skills. Because we're not in the gym, we need to make sure that we have a safe area to do our skills. So you don't want any furniture that's nearby that you're going to run into. Talk with your parents. See if you can move some things around in your home to make sure you have a safe area to do your skills. It's also important that we have a soft, safe area that we're doing our skills on such as a yoga mat or a gymnastics mat, like if you have one like I do. We're gonna start with some forward rolls, and I'm gonna go away from the wall so I don't hit it. Arms up by your ears. Let's do 3 together. I'm gonna walk back to the wall where I started so that I have the wall behind me again. And let's do 1 more. Good. Now we're gonna do some candlesticks. Arms up by your ears, or you can have them down by your side if you prefer that as well. Remember to try and have your hips flat when you do a candlestick and your toes to the ceiling. One more. Good. Now we're going to do some jumps. I'm going to start with straight jumps. And because my ceiling is a little bit low, I'm not going to bring my arms up by my ears. I'm going to bring them to here, and I'm going to make sure I'm landing with my legs a little bit bent and my arms out in front in our stick position. So we're going to do 3 straight jumps. 1, 2, 3. Good. Next, we're going to do some tuck jumps. For these, I'm going to have my hands on my hips for the whole time. 1, 2, 3. Last jump we're going to do are split jumps. I'm only going to do a split jump on my favorite leg. And instead of finishing with my hands out in front, I'm going to finish with my legs bent and my arms out to the side. 1, 2, 3. Good job. We're going to finish with some levers and some cartwheels. When I do both my levers and cartwheels, I'm going to continue to make sure that the wall is behind me so that I'm not going to kick it. But because I'm going to kick behind me, I need to make sure that my first leg is not going to hit the wall. So I'm going to test it a little bit. Looks like I should be okay. So I'm going to start in my lunge. I'm going to do a lever with a hop, and then I'm going to finish back in my lunge. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good job. Now we're going to do some cartwheels. We'll do 3. And again, we want to make sure that we're not going to kick the wall behind us if we have one. I'm going to start in my lunge. Check that I'm not going to hit the wall. I'm going to do 3 cartwheels. 1, 2, and 3. All right, thank you very much for watching. Remember to tune in for more videos. Bye.